Good morning, second graders. Give me just a second. Audio, and then we will get started with our video. Today we are counting back on an open number line to help us with these subtraction problems. So what that will look like is your number line will have no numbers on it, but we will get to put the numbers and use it however we need to. This will be familiar because we used a similar strategy when we were subtracting two-digit numbers. Let's jump into our video and go from there. Okay, we start on the right side so we have room to move, because remember, when we're subtracting, we're moving backwards. We're moving from right to left. If we were adding, we would start all the way on the left end and move forward, but because we are subtracting, we are taking away, we plant our number that we are starting with, our 580 in this case, all the way on the right end, and then we start taking chunks away, moving backwards, moving to the left, okay? We are using the same number to subtract. We are just changing the jumps. So we're subtracting our hundreds first, then our tens, then our ones. That's the same in both strategies, but we are just breaking it into smaller chunks. That's how it's different, okay? And that one we already talked about. We said that they are smaller chunks in the first way and bigger chunks in the second way. All right, let's take a look at the extra video and we'll move on from there. Uh-oh, where is that? All right, second graders, please meet me in your math book on page 643. Go ahead and pause your video so that you can jump over there, and I will see you in just a second. Okay, you should be on page 643 in your math book, and we are starting here with this problem together. It says, Marcus had 306 stickers. He gave 211 stickers to Juan. How many stickers does he have left? So our starting number is 306. Oh, that's not the best color for this, is it? Let's try a different one. We started with 306. We are subtracting 211, and our job is to find the answer. So we are going to start with this number, and it comes here at the end. Now, we need to think about the hundreds, the tens, and the ones in this number. So I'm going to separate 211 into hundreds, tens, and ones. I have to jump back 2 hundreds, I have to jump back 110, I have to jump back 1 1. So I'm going to start like this, and I'm going to say minus 100. You need to label your jumps to keep this organized. That's not something that you have an option about. You need to be using your number lines. You need to be labeling your jumps. 306 minus 100 after our practice yesterday, I know that only my hundreds place changes, and so 306 minus 100 is 206. Then I'm going to take another jump of minus 100 because my hundreds chart showed I need to subtract 2 hundreds. That's going to bring me to 106. Now I need to subtract 110. Well, we practiced this yesterday. If we don't have a 10 there, then basically we're saying 10 tens minus 110 equals 9 tens. So if I say minus 10, it's going to bring me here to 96. Off to the side here, I'm going to show you the standard algorithm strategy to do that subtraction. What we did is we had 106 minus 10. We said 6 minus 0 is 6. But then we got to our tens place and saw that we could not say 0 minus 1. So we went to our hundreds. We broke that 100 into 10 tens. And now we're ready to subtract. So 10 tens minus 110 is 9 tens. Okay? That's how we got from 106 to 96 because we were here at 106 and needed to take away 10. Now, our last step is to take away 1, and our answer is 95, okay? Now, just for your reference, we're going to go ahead and do this standard algorithm style up here at the top. We know that 6 minus 1 is 5. We know we cannot do 0 minus 1, so our 3 becomes a 2, our 0 becomes a 10, 10 minus 1 is 9, 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, these are two strategies to do the same thinking, but I want you to see the regrouping that has to happen when we're subtracting and how that looks on the number line. Okay, you do not have to do this part for every problem, but you do need to fill in your hundred or your number line for each of these problems. Let's take a look at the work you'll do today. I am here on page 644. 644, it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 problems to do on your own using the same strategy. You can do the smaller chunks or the larger chunks. If you feel ready for larger chunks, you can do that, but you need to show your thinking. So, number 1 is done for you. Make sure you fill in the answer. Number 2, we're starting over here with 693. We need to subtract 2 hundreds, 110, and 8 ones, okay? And over here I just wrote hundreds, tens, and ones, so I knew what to subtract. You can choose to do 2 jumps of 100 or 1 jump of 200. That's up to you. You need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of those problems need to be done before we switch to your quick check. Now, For number 7, it says show 2 different ways to find 680 minus 237. Use the open number line. When this is telling us to use 2 different ways, what that means is that we're starting with 680 on the right in both problems, but instead of doing, you can do 2 jumps of 100, 3 jumps of minus 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jumps of minus 1. Make sure you write these all in to get your answer. Or a different way would be 1 jump of minus 200, 1 jump of minus 30, 1 jump of minus 7. You have the choice. You need to make yours match mine and fill in the numbers underneath for that to be finished and correct. Okay? If you have questions, I'm always here, but I feel like you know what to do. This is something that we're all able to do. I'm going to jump over to our quick check. I will meet you there. Please make sure that you do your workbook pages first, then jump over to your quick check. I suggest that you listen to my quick check video because that's going to be helpful for your success on that quick check. We're just going to quickly chat through it. Which subtraction problem is shown on the number line? This is asking you what number are we starting with, what are we subtracting, and where do we end? So think about what is the problem being shown. This is the number that we're starting with. This is the number that we're subtracting. This number on the end is our answer. So find the fact that matches that, okay? Number 2, what subtraction problem is shown on this number line? Drag the numbers to complete the equation. Numbers may be used once or not at all. Well, we know right away that we are starting with 442, so that goes there. Your second spot is going to be the numbers you're subtracting. 100 plus 100 plus 10 is the number total that you're subtracting, and then what is your answer? I suggest grabbing a whiteboard, drawing this out, and solving it on your own so that you know how to solve it for that problem. Count back on the number line to find 531 minus 114. Drag the numbers to show the subtraction. So you're starting here at 531 and it's asking you to fill in these jumps. The number you're subtracting is 114, so your first jump would be your hundreds, your second jump would be your tens, your last jump would be your ones, and this would be your answer. My suggestion again is to get a whiteboard and then you are doing this problem, 531 minus 114. What does your number line look like? That will help you fill in these boxes. Number 4, explain how to count back on the number line to find 856 minus 324. Drag the numbers to show how many hundreds, tens, and ones you counted back. Again, use your whiteboard. Start with 856. You're subtracting 324. So how many hundreds did you subtract? That number goes here. How many tens did you subtract? That number goes here. How many ones did you subtract? You can look at this number, 324, and decide how to answer this question. And then for number 5, which subtraction problem is shown on the number line? Look at where you're starting and then think about what number is being subtracted. We're starting here all the way on the right side, and then we're subtracting this many hundreds, this many tens, this many ones. Which problem down here at the bottom matches that fact, okay? Take your time, do your best, use your whiteboard. I'm here if you need me, okay?